Hey guys, what's going on? Today we're going to be talking about optimal arms warrior talents. To start off, you're going to want to run with double time. It gives you 2 charges on your charge. They can only grant rage once every 12 seconds. Each charge has a 20-second recharge time. Your other options for this tier are Warbringer, which causes your charge to stun a target instead of rooting it. Your third option is Juggernaut, which causes you to be able to charge every 12 seconds versus every 20 seconds. So, yeah, I'd definitely go with double time. Makes you less susceptible to kiting because you can charge twice in a row. Why would you not want to do that? Alright, so in your level 30 tier, you're going to want to go with Enraged Regeneration, which instantly heals you for 10% of your max health, and an additional 20% over 5 seconds. This is also usable wall stun. Second Wind, it's alright. When you're below 35% health, you gain 10% leech, which causes you to heal for a percent of your damage done. Third option, Impending Victory, gets rid of the requirement on Victory Rush that you have to get a killing blow. Now, getting the killing blow merely resets the cooldown on your Impending Victory. Level 45 tier, you have 2 viable options here. Taste for Blood, which causes your rend to grant you 3 rage every time it deals damage. You have Sudden Death, which allows your execute to proc when a target is not below 20%. And then you've got Slam, which is a piece of crap, but it causes 5,000 physical damage, and each time you slam, it increases the damage dealt by 50% and the rage cost by 100%. The stacks up to 2 times for 2 seconds. It's not good. Don't do it. It's getting buffed in 6.1. Chances are it still will not be viable, but it's possible. Never know. XT tier, you've got, again, 2 viable options. Shockwave sends a wave of force in a frontal cone. Causes 6,000 damage and stuns all enemies within 10 yards for 4 seconds. The cooldown is reduced by 20 seconds if it hits at least 3 targets. That gives you a 20-second stun, or 20-second AoE stun. And then you've got Stormbolt, which deals 3,000 physical damage and stuns someone for 4 seconds. It deals 4 times the damage to any target that's permanently immune to stuns, so that doesn't really matter in PvP. It's more of a PvE thing. That means it does 4 times the damage against bosses who are immune to stun. So your last option is Dragon Roar. It's not really an option. Does some AoE damage, knocks people back a little bit. And the damage is always a crit. And yeah. It might be decent for RPGs. I don't like it. It's a minute cooldown. Why would you do that? So, yeah, Shockwave all the way, in my opinion. Stormbolt's viable, play around with it, do what you think is best. For your level 75 tier, you've got 2 viable options. Safeguard, Mass Spell Reflect. Mass Spell Reflect is going to reflect the next spell cast on you and all party members and raid members within 20 yards for 5 seconds. That only reflects 1 spell, so it's not great. If you're doing arenas, it's not awful. You can reflect fears, you can reflect chaos bolts, you can reflect polys. It works. Safeguard acts like a priest's pain suppression. It causes your target to take 20% less damage for 6 seconds. Your third option, which is not viable, is Vigilance. I think it's a PvE talent. I don't really know. I don't PvE. Level 90 tier, you have 3 options. Bladestorm, Bloodbath, Avatar. Bladestorm causes you to become an unstoppable force of destruction. You strike all targets within 8 yards for 11,000 physical damage every 1 second for 6 seconds. You are immune to CC, wall channeling, blade storm, and you can use defensive and taunt abilities while blade storming. Your next option is Bloodbath, which causes your melee abilities in the next 12 seconds to cause a bleed for 30% of their damage, and while targets are bleeding, they move at 50% speed. Your final option is Avatar, which transforms you into Colossus for 24 seconds, dealing 20% increased damage and removing all roots and snares. This is a 3-minute cooldown. Big number. We don't like that. I don't like that. I will mention that in 6.1, that cooldown is going to be reduced to 1.5 minutes. Keep that in mind. So yeah, I think Blade Storm at 90% of the time is going to be best. Maybe if you're running TSG, something like that, you might want to run Avatar. Level 100 tier, I like Anger Management personally, but all three are somewhat viable. Anger Management, every 30 rage that you spend reduces the cooldown on several of your abilities by 1 second. Those abilities are Avatar, Bloodbath, Blade Storm, Stormbolt, Shockwave, Dragon Roar, Mocking Banner, Heroic Leap, Recklessness, and Die by the Sword. That, paired with Taste for Blood, constantly pumping you rage, is amazing. Every Whirlwind, which costs 20 rage, almost gives you the anger management reduction. So, this basically reduces the cooldown on your Blade Storm to like 40 seconds. Why would you not want that? Like, hello? It also gives you the Die by the Sword and cooldown help. Definitely good. Alright, so then your other option is a Ravager. Throw a Whirling Axe at the target location that inflicts 2,000 damage to enemies within 6 yards every 1 second. That lasts 10 seconds. It is a 1 minute cooldown. This is great. AB, Eye of the Storm, Deep Wind Gorge. You can spin a flag with it like no tomorrow. It's great. I just prefer anger management. Play around with them. See what you like best. Your third option is Siegebreaker. I don't like it. It's a 45-second cooldown. You use your full strength to slam the target with your weapon, dealing 14,000 damage and knocking them back and down for 1 second. The catch is that it replaces your fear. It replaces Intimidating Shout. I don't like that. You might do whatever you think's best. But I definitely recommend running Double Time and Raised Regen, Taste for Blood, Shockwave, Safeguard, Blade Storm, and Anger Management. There are a lot more videos to come, so don't forget to sub, guys.